Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday. It looks a bit dull outside. I can't see any sun at the moment. I'm here in my flat in Rochester. It looks like it is going to be a nice day because it warms up later on anyway. It looks overcast. So I've got up this morning. I wouldn't say I was feeling depressed, I just feel normal. Not too bad asleep, and just getting ready for the day. I've splashed cold water on my face, that's all I use, and wake myself up and fed the cats. I've just made myself a drink, a hot drink, and yeah, I'm getting ready for the day. I'm not planning to go anywhere. No, not planning to go anywhere at all. I'm remaining independent and just carrying on with my life. But you wouldn't believe the things that happen that try and get me to go up to my mother's, and I'm an adult. It's ridiculous. I told you that there was no post yesterday. I've sent post to myself. I know it's ridiculous, but I've obviously got a couple of things coming in the post. It's Easter. I love my balloons, so we'll see if they actually turn up. I've got some balloons because I love balloons and I love Easter, and I'm never going to change, right? I've always blown balloons up since 2009. I've always it used to be helium balloons, now it's latex, but I've always had a channel with balloons on since 2009. Many channels have come and gone. There's more channels coming. There's younger women blowing balloons up and whatever, but I will never change being me. And I think I've got some real fans out there from that time, and I appreciate my followers, old and new. I always will. And back in the day when I just had about 22 followers, I appreciated them, and the followers that have stayed with me for as long as my channel as well, the real followers right back from the beginning. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's got them or anyone's seen them. Sorry, my cat is trying to jump up at the camera, and that's not a good place to jump up. It's not the table. I don't want him to hurt himself. Yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers them. The videos from about 2009, 2010, 11, 12. You can see it's me. My face was a bit fuller. Orange carrot coloured hair. You can see it's me still, a bit younger. I was a fan of Eminem, and I had Eminem t-shirts on, and I blew up balloons. I did sock puppets. There was a variety in my YouTube channel then of different things. It was back at the old house as well. I lived in my mum and dad's house for a couple of years. My dad bought me a tower computer, and I did videos in that house, and I don't know what happened, but I ended up deleting like loads of really cool videos. But I'm sure there's some circulating about somewhere, and I'm sure the person that's, you know, watches my videos all the time has probably seen the videos when I was in my late 30s, 40s, doing videos. So I'm not going to stop doing videos because new channels appear and they're better and they're more, you know, up to date with the technology. I'm just going to be me. That's all I am. Just plain, simple me. Alexa, good morning. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1860, the first known recording of a human voice was made. 20 seconds of an unknown singer belting out "Eau Claire de la Lune." It was no chart topper.
Alexa, what's the time?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:20 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date?
Alexa is me. I'm a virtual assistant who can help you with lots of things, like timers and alarms, the weather forecast, the latest news and sports updates, as well as shopping lists and recipes. I can even tell you a joke. Just ask.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Right now in Rochester, it's 5 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Today's forecast has lots of clouds, with a high of 12 degrees and a low of 4 degrees.
So it doesn't look like we're going to get sun today, just clouds, and it's a bit cooler. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Which cheese is made backwards? Edam.
And Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 9th of April include Dennis Quaid, Kristen Stewart, Elle Fanning, Leopold II, and Anna Maria Bartolome.
And we'll have another go at a crossword puzzle, but today my mind is all over the place. I doubt I'll do a puzzle as quick as I did yesterday. Alexa, puzzler. It seems that Alexa is slow. Alexa, puzzler.
Good morning. Welcome back to Puzzler. Would you like to play your daily crossword or hear the high scores?
Daily crossword.
I'll hand over to Alexa for the first clue. Happy puzzling.
Short cloak. There's 4 letters.
Alexa, C-A-P-E, cape.
Right answer.
Pet bird's house.
Alexa, C-A-G-E, cage.
Let's hear the next clue.
Burial place. First letter.
Alexa,
G.
G-R-A-V-E, grave.
You're 50% complete. Okay, here's your next clue.
Round white jewel. P.
Alexa,
A.
P-E-A-R-L, pearl.
Here's the next clue.
Runaway. Blank. L.
Alexa, F-L-E-E, flee.
That's not quite right.
Flee wasn't right.
Alexa,
By the way,
F-L-E-E, flee.
Oh no, that's wrong.
flee. F. L. Double E. F.
Alexa, next clue.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
Look after. Plants. Blank. E.
Alexa,
Blank.
T-E-N-D, tend.
Here's the final clue.
Run away.
Alexa, F-L-E-D, fled.
Hurrah! You've got all the answers.
You did it in 1 minute, 59 seconds. This was your 39th fastest time for daily crosswords.
Main menu. Would you like to hear the high scores, open shop, or exit game?
High scores.
Would you like to hear the daily or premium high scores?
Daily.
You're currently 1,111th on the daily high scores, with a time of 1 minute, 4 seconds, 243 milliseconds. You are 0 seconds behind your nearest rival, Wisely Evil Mammoth.
Still
Would you
behind.
like to hear the
Where's
daily
the
high
evil
scores again?
mammoth? No.
Main menu. Would you like to hear the high scores, open shop, or exit game?
Exit game.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Check out the highest rated voice games.
Yak
Just
Yak
say
Games.
Open Yak Yak Games.
Right, good morning once again everybody. Wednesday, middle of the week, getting towards the end of the week. It's the Easter holidays, so all the kids are off school, and this is when I stay at home the most. I don't go out shopping outside while the kids are off school, only unless I have to. So I'm just keeping indoors. Fortunately, the weather has been quite warm and I haven't needed to put the heater on or anything like that, so that saves on electricity. Oh, that's Harry being vocal. It's a very vocal cat. He's a cross between a Maine Coon and another cat, and they're very vocal. At least I've kept him indoors. He kept trying to escape when I first had him. So yeah, last night I went outside and there was more people about on the field last night. There was a couple behind me with a black dog. There was a man in front of me with a black dog, and then somebody else came onto the field, so there was people on there. I'd rather have people on there than be isolated on there with nobody about at all, especially when I'm feeling miserable. But I wasn't feeling too bad last night. Came indoors and I am trying to keep calm, cool, collected, not get stressed out over things, and just, you know, keep cool. Last night I went to bed about 1 in the morning because I had a phone conversation. So I was on the phone for over an hour and a half, which is bad for my, well, it hurts my face, but when it's a family member that I haven't heard from in a while, then I put up with the pain in my face. So I've woken up this morning and I feel a bit, I would say my face is hurting around here, around my neck and shoulder, but I'm not going to let it make me cross or anything like that. But when you haven't heard from someone in a while, and it's the only form of conversation because they live miles away, then I'm just going to have to do that and put up with the pain and whatever happens afterwards. That's just it. I didn't take that phone call from victim support because when I took that call afterwards I got depressed. Now I'm going to take note of what happens to myself. I was on the phone, but it wasn't a normal phone call, it was over WhatsApp, and we'll see how I get on today. And I'm monitoring myself and seeing what causes depression and what upsets me. Right, my mother was mentioned, but it was me who brought my mother up. I said that I can't even sit with my mother now for 5 minutes. I can't bear it, and that is the truth. She has a severe mental health illness and she needs help and support, and she's not getting it. And this is what's happening in this world right now. Severely mentally ill people are being left on the streets, and this is what I believe sometimes is causing the stabbings and the violence. It's people that have mental health problems that are not being treated properly in the community. my mum gets very aggressive, and the things she's saying is not what happens in the real world, and it confuses me, it mixes my head up. And she believes, mentally ill people believe their own world, right? Schizophrenic patients literally believe the world they live in, but to everybody else it's not normal. And my mum, as a schizophrenic, brought me up as a child, right? And I believe my dad was mentally ill, not getting treatment as well. And they were allowed to bring me up, and I grew up very confused and afraid as a child. And my mother, when I go up to see her, she literally believes everything she's saying. And I get forced into saying yes, I believe what you're saying. Yes, you're not lying, when I know it's wrong. Otherwise she shouts at me, and I cannot put up with that. It's making me feel ill. It was affecting my mental health, and I'm not going up there today. It doesn't matter how much the neighbours bang, clutter about, set dogs off. If something is making you unwell, you don't go near it, do you? And I'm not. I have not heard from social services. I think it's disgusting not to even give you acknowledgement that they came round and what the care plan is. Nothing. I've just been left. They haven't even got in touch about how I'm supposed to replace my freezer, so I'm going to sort that out myself. As I said to my relative yesterday, I said the only reason social services step in is because usually the police have notified them, and they're just interested in taking children off of people. I said they ain't going to do nothing for me. So I'm making a note of it, writing it all down. I've just been left, and they've actually done nothing but come and nose in my flat and bugger off, and ask me, like nosy, if anyone comes in here. That was it. And as for victim support, that, you know, directing me to age concern, made me feel like an ancient old lady when I wanted cheering up and just, you know what I mean. Anyway, so nothing's changed. They are still trying to coerce me to go and see my mother, and I'm not doing it. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Should we get away, a shopping spree, or a home makeover? Whatever's on your wish list, there's only one way to make it happen. Enter at winplus.co.uk. 18 plus, GB only, T's and C's apply.
There's not many things as epic as jumping over a volcano in a monster truck, or even swinging over a crocodile-infested river. Plus, 15% off when you spend £15 at Mackey's comes pretty close. Deal drop. Redeem all week, only in the app. 18 plus app only. One-time use per week until the 20th of April. Minimum spend and discount applied to food and drink items only. Participating restaurants, T's and C's apply.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
Who wants to flee? A millionaire. We'll come back to that conversation in a moment or two. 8:34 is the time. Exactly set your clock, your watch, or check your mobile phone. Now, months on from LBC's Online Safety Day, we can reveal the biggest online seller of PC games in the UK is marketing and, get ready for this, incest and male domination simulator on its platform. Technology Secretary Peter Carter slammed Steam and demanded the company removes the content. The game centres around a male protagonist who is encouraged to, and I quote, become every woman's worst nightmare and never take no for an answer. Yes, listeners, we're effectively, my friends, moving on to the field of rape. It requires a card to buy, but has minimal age verification checks, and campaigners warning it could be downloaded by children. Just the sort of thing you want children watching in the aftermath of that terrible, brutal attack on the grandfather, of course. And remember, that was fueled by the online world. Now back to this story. LBC's reporter Helen Hoddenot has been finding out how extreme the game is and whether it is easy to get hold of.
Within just a few clicks, and after ticking 2 boxes to claim I'm over 18, I'm immersed in a realistic-looking world where men are encouraged to sexually assault women. The computer game launched last month and is described by its own developers as containing violence, incest, blackmail, and what they describe as unavoidable, non-consensual sex. With minimal checks to make sure I'm old enough, I enter card details and buy it for $9.99 and download it onto my laptop.
I'm Nova Eden, I'm a children's mental health expert. It's terrifying. Pornography is very graphic these days. We know that these boys are having huge problems with it, and we really need to make sure that they are not able to access this content because it is normalising it, and it's having an effect on how they're treating girls in relationships.
The site this game is available on is called Steam, an American company with a huge customer base here.
Adult themes exist in video games, but I'm so shocked and surprised by this.
Will Guyot is a tech correspondent.
There's probably about 3.5 million active Steam accounts in the UK, and Steam is the biggest, the most popular online store where people buy games for PC. And to have something like this easily available for anybody who claims they're over the age of 18, I just don't see how this can be openly, easily available.
And it's not just this game that's out there. This audio is from another available to buy on Steam, which is tagged by users as featuring rape.
A power like yours calls for use.
The question is what can be done about it. Steam is an American company, but because they trade here, are subject in theory to our laws. But we flagged the game as inappropriate to Steam on Friday, and it's still not been taken down or had more robust checks implemented. And Ofcom tells me they can't investigate individual complaints, despite the Online Safety Act starting its rollout nearly a month ago, with Ofcom Chief Executive Dame Melanie Dawes promising a crackdown.
Our under-18s deserve a very different experience than the one they're getting now, so no pornography and significant down-ranking of things like violent content, misogyny.
The Secretary of State for Technology, Peter Kyle, has told LBC the game must be taken down.
I'm deeply worried about the presence of it on any platform available in the UK. The law requires it to be taken down after a reasonable period upon which that platform is informed. Now that platform is informed, I expect this content to be removed swiftly.
We have asked Steam for a comment. They've not replied, and this game is still available to buy with minimal age checks.
LBC's Helen Hoddenot reporting on the dark and increasingly even darker world of online safety or lack thereof. I come back to a conversation about millionaires and billionaires. Richard in Kinver in Staffordshire back in 1970.
So, I think I can understand why women are getting approached outside by random men like I was, if things like that are being spread around the internet. And our increasing younger population being exposed to things like that, that's surely going to provoke sexual violence, especially against women, isn't it? I'm going to go now. I'm going to finish my drink, but that's terrible. See you later.